Heyo everybody, Haku here, and I got my discussion today for Tower of God, and this may be a bit of a shorter one, and that's because I'm just going to go over something that I've been seeing around a lot lately in different places, like in the line comics and things. But before I go over that, I want to say that, of course, my other discussion's going to be up Saturday of the final episode of the top 15 rankers explained, and since that's ending, I want to know suggestions for other discussions and things that you all want to talk about, because the more the ones that you guys suggest typically they're the most enjoyed, the ones that the most people say they like, and I like that because I guess I don't know, I feel like I'm giving you what you want, and it really does help me a lot to sort of know what you want to have for the discussion. But outside of that, I'm definitely still going to try to do 2 discussions a week, but after the top 15 rankers is done, I'm not sure what I'm going to replace that with on Saturdays. But either way, I'll find something to replace it with, and in the meantime, suggesting stuff to do for discussions until I find something else about Tower of God to do videos on would help out a lot. But yeah, after wasting that minute and a half, I'm going to get into the discussion on can we save Zhao Wangnan? Is Wangnan pretty boned right now? And the reason I'm bringing this up, of course, I think he's going to be fine. He's like a main character. He's very important. I think we still have a lot to see from him. But I don't want to invalidate the sort of questions and concerns that a lot of people are bringing up, especially recently, where they're like, he was absorbed by Joaquin. Does that mean he's stuck in there forever? Or like how the new clone just said that all the old personalities are gone now and they're a complete whole that can't be split apart again, that Rowan can't come back, that the original Albelda can't come back, that they are one being now. But I'm going to explain why it's a totally different situation. And I think the main point of why it's a totally different situation is that the new clone, the new Albelda, so to speak, is sort of... she was made like that hundreds of years ago when Rowan did the when they split apart and Rowan disrupted it with that ceremony that sealed Joaquin away. That's sort of what it was that caused all of them to fuse into one, because they were just sealed away in like one body for so long that they are now one personality, they are one spirit essentially. Now that's way different from the recent, really recent event where Joaquin absorbed Wangnan along with David and Vicente. And also Anna. Yeah, I always forget Anna. But since that was recent, I'm assuming that they are still very much separate spirits and can still very much be separated like the original siblings were separated before Rowan sealed Joaquin away. So, I don't know. It just... I find it hard to put into the right words how it's a different situation. But I guess the best way to put it is that it's more recently and it's more natural. Not that it's natural, but to Joaquin, he absorbed his siblings and he could split apart again. And in this way, he absorbed 3 of his siblings in Wangnan, and he can probably split apart again. The reason that the Albelda clone can't split apart is because of sort of Rowan's intervention and the hundreds of years it was sealed away. Kind of forced it to be like that. It disrupted the sort of natural joining and splitting that Joaquin had been doing. So in the end, I honestly think of course they can, of course Wangnan can still be split apart out of Joaquin, and I think that David can as well, same with Vicente or Anna. Since we never saw a real body for David though, that kind of, I don't know, it sort of interests me is the body in the White Heavenly Mirror, or was his soul just hanging out in Wangnan's body? I think his real body's probably in the White Heavenly Mirror, so it'll probably be released whenever they split apart again, because I do think we're going to have them split apart. I think that we did too much introducing, like, Vicente. Well, not as much with Anna or David, but we did so much introducing Vicente that I highly doubt we won't get them splitting apart again to see Vicente again. And I think that a big, sort of a big part of this is that I honestly think that we could see some stuff like inside of Joaquin's soul, in his inner world, so to speak. I don't know a better term for it, but like, I think we'll see some stuff kind of like how Baum saw his own power within himself before, where Joaquin is going to see the other siblings and Wangnan inside himself, and it could go a lot of different ways. They could maybe turn Joaquin to the side of good, because like in this week's chapter, I really did feel like Joaquin was having that moment of reflection, questioning his actions. So I do think it'd be very interesting if he was turned to good. Or they could always fight Joaquin inside of his soul. That's a possibility I've seen a few people mention. My friend has definitely mentioned it. And it's something I could see happening. I could very much see them having a fight inside of Joaquin's soul between like Wangnan and Vicente fighting against Joaquin. So I think that with all that said, eventually, I'm not sure when it's going to happen, but they are going to be able to split apart. And this was basically a video to explain how it's a different situation, how they can still split apart, while the new Albelda clone, the new clone of White that Albelda and the Souls formed, can't split apart because of Rowan's intervention sort of threw off the entire balance of things. And I think that's about it for this discussion. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts down there, and I really do enjoy discussing this stuff with you all, so definitely leave your thoughts down there in the comments. Comment what you thought of my thoughts. Like if you did like it. I'm not sure if I already said that. Subscribe for more Tower of God, One Piece, The Walking Dead, and a lot more. I do at least 3 videos on each every single week. Follow on Twitter for updates on when I am posting a new video or if anything needs to be pushed back. And yeah, I think that's about it. Definitely looking forward to hearing from you all. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.